All right, ladies and gents, boys and girls, happy Monday, January the 31st, 2022. Hope you're all doing well. As you can see here, we are back at home base. We are back at the Content Creation Factory, back in the stew. Appreciate you all tuning in. Really excited to chat with you here on this Monday, the final day of January, by the way. Isn't it crazy? The month of January always flies by for some reason. Either way, though, guys, excited to chat with you. I see Todd Smith, Brian Dean, John Gibbs, Cyrus Lowry, Justin, Phil. What's going on? Appreciate you all tuning in. Also, guys, in the Big Cock Club Discord, head over to the TDC Questions channel. The TDC Questions channel to be sure that your questions are answered. Again, guys, really excited to chat with you all here on this Monday. We got a lot to get into, a lot to discuss. Yours truly back from Florida. Feels good to be back in studio. Have the normal setup here. And again, really excited to chat with you all. Hope you're having a fantastic Monday. Hope your day is off to a great start. Hope your week is off to a great start as well. Again, we are taking your questions, your comments, your calls, 843-790-3377. And of course, as always, guys, I'm Chris Phillips, your host of the Daily Crow, the Spurs Up Show. Again, a lot to discuss. Before we do, I want to tell you about our friends at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm, because the Daily Crow is presented to you by our friends at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm. Guys are young but experienced and aggressive attorneys. They're both former prosecutors who used to represent insurance companies, but switching sides. Both worked at larger law firms where they represented hundreds of clients at a time. And guys, they both left to start their own law firm because they understand you're not just a line item or a number. You're a real human being, and you should be treated as such. They're a small boutique law firm that treats their clients like family. Guys are going to know who you are and treat you like a client and not a number. They handle injury cases that arise from car accidents and work accidents. Guys, do not try to take on the insurance company yourself. Involved in any type of accident, no matter what it is, the last thing you should be dealing with, worrying about, is paperwork, dealing with the insurance company themselves. Let the experts over at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm handle it for you. They use the latest technology to make representation efficient yet effective. Again, guys, let them take care of everything for you. You don't even pay them unless they recover money for you. Rami's in Columbia, Curtis in Charleston handle cases statewide. They also offer virtual or in-person consultations at no charge. Guys, give them a call today in Columbia, 803-973-0304, or in their Somerville location, 843-388-3368. Of course, your one-stop shop, their website, dsinjurylaw.com. That is dsinjurylaw.com for more information. Again, guys, the friends over at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm. Be sure to check them out and tell them that Chris from the Spurs Up Show sent you. Okay, we're rocking, we're rolling here on Monday. Taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. Feels good to be back in the studio. Once again, back at the normal setup, the Content Creation Factory, if you will. And again, excited to chat with each and every single one of you here on this Monday. Let's see. Got a lot of comments here on a Monday. Brian Dean says, I hate Auburn. Indeed. Yeah, isn't it wild? I figured we'd probably be starting there or close to there, around there, if you will. The big news that's hitting college football right now is just the complete mess that is Auburn football. And that being, it looks like their offensive coordinator, what was his name again? Their offensive coordinator is gone. After Mike Bobo got fired, their guy was there, Austin Davis. Austin Davis was there a grand total of 44 days. And folks, I'll just say this. Karma is real, and karma's a bitch. And it's just the irony, right? Auburn, Brian Harsin, poaching the Gamecocks football staff a year ago. A staff, by the way, that went 2-8. And now to see it come full circle a year later, in Mike Bobo being fired and Austin Davis stepping down or resigning or what have you. So, listen, I'm not somebody to wish ill will among people, whatever. But karma takes care of things itself. Karma takes care of everything. So you know what? Karma's a bitch. And Brian Harsin did all that just to lose to the Gamecocks last fall. So, I mean, it just worked out beautifully. I really did. You know, sucks to suck, Auburn. Sucks to suck. Yeah, Brian McClendon is now at Georgia as the wide receivers coach. Mike Bobo's also at Georgia. I don't know, man. It's crazy. Anyways, I want to hear from you. Questions, comments, calls. Let's see. Kevin C. says, really enjoying the men's basketball team right now. Not really worth it to worry about the big picture at the moment. Just keep stacking wins and enjoy the ride. Yeah, like I said, the Cocks are hot, man. The Cocks are hot. Yeah, this past week's been a blast. I mean, listen, you're 3-0 in your last 3. And I don't care who you've played. It's, feels good to be good. Feels good to put together a winning streak. We will see what happens as the schedule stiffens up. 3 of your 4 SEC wins. Don't shoot the messenger. This is just a fact. 3 of your 4 SEC wins are against Georgia and Vanderbilt. So as you start playing the Tennessees and the Mississippi States and the Kentuckys and, things are going to get tougher. We're going to find out who this team really is. But, yeah, man, right now it feels great. It's been fun to watch. That was a great win Saturday night, by the way. Texas A&M, I really thought a team that was going to be desperate on their home floor and obviously really needed that win. They're now on a 4-game losing streak themselves. And it's just what's most baffling. I mean, I talked about this on the podcast that dropped this morning. What's craziest, what's most baffling is that the Gamecocks continue to find a way to overcome halftime deficits and make these second-half runs. And, the teams they're playing are going ice cold in the second half, and the Gamecocks are playing great defense, and you're finding a way to win. So, again, do I think that you'll be able to continue to do that and get away with it? No, but, it's been fun to watch in the meantime while it's worked out. So, John R. Wilson, Beamer and staff have pulled in some talent. What is your take on the 2022 football season? John, I dropped my way too early predictions a few weeks ago, and those predictions are at 8-4. We got a long way to go, right? We got a long way to kick off. So we got a lot to talk about, a lot to break down, a lot to discuss. I going into last season, I was the guy that was continuously injecting perspective, and I'm going to continue to do that because I think, once you start talking about 9, 10 wins, that to me feels a little aggressive. I understand you added Spencer Rattler, and we're excited, and that's all great and everything, but and I talked to somebody last night. I think anywhere between 7-5 and even 9-3 is realistic. I really do. But I'll say what I said going into the 2021 football season when I picked the Gamecocks and I locked them in at 6-6. And I made the point to say, I'm picking 6-6, but I think South Carolina is closer to a 5-7 team than a 7-5 team. And I think we saw that throughout the year. Again, I understand you finished with 7 wins with the bowl game. That's all great. But I think we can all agree South Carolina finished 6-6 and was much closer to 5-7 than 7-5. I mean, 5 of your 6 wins in the regular season were come from behind wins. You very easily could have missed a bowl game. But you didn't. So, I look at this season. I feel good about it. I mean, a Gamecock fan should be excited, should be fired up. My way too early predictions are 8-4. That's subject to change. You're going to have every opportunity in the world, especially early on. You got that Arkansas game, week 2 at their place. Georgia coming to your spot, week 3. Big games at Kentucky, Mizzou at home. Those are 2 huge games. So, I'm optimistic. I'm very excited. Heck, I'm excited for the freaking spring game. How long has it been since we were this excited for a spring game? Terrence Tobin says, Chris, you might need to say the men's basketball team is going to lose every time. Yeah, we're back at that point in the season but I will say this, by the way, Terrence, I did pick us to beat Georgia, and we won the game. So, yes, the last 2, I have picked South Carolina to lose. And it's not because I was trying to go against this, that, or whatever. It's because I truly, genuinely thought, I don't know, there was something in my gut that told me we're going to lose to Vandy. That was a bad pick. But I'll say this, I'm very surprised at what happened Saturday night. I am. I really thought if you fell behind that you were not going to be able to come back on the road at their place. Again, A&M being a very desperate team, desperate for a win. So, again, give credit. It's wild. You're not going to be able to cheat death forever. You can't make a living doing that each and every single game. But it's worked the last week. So, I do think, though, moving forward, going in the month of February, the key for this team is getting off to quicker starts. You can't afford to keep getting off to bad starts and be trailing at half. And again, though, like a 6 or 7 point deficit at half, that's nothing in college basketball, right? That can be erased in 2 seconds. It's a game of runs. But at some point, a team is going to put you away. Somebody's going to put you away. So, Aaron Thompson says, Frank Martin for an extension. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, of course, I've caught the brunt of the Frank Martin stuff on social media, which is so funny, though, because, again, the reaction from some, by the way, I want to make that very clear, because I think 99% of people heard me out in what I said after the Florida game, heard me out when South Carolina was 1-4, and truly listened to my point. Because you've got a small group of people that are on social media saying, "Oh, you're fire Frank Martin." And it's so funny when you voice an opinion about your team, people act like you can't celebrate when your team wins anymore. It's like, no, we want them to win. And the difference between this and the Muschamp saga that went down is, again, I'm not looking at Frank Martin saying, well, he just can't coach. That's the problem. He's a terrible coach, needs to get out of town. We need to cut our losses right now, get rid of him midseason. I'm not saying that. I said after that Florida game when this team was 1-4, barring a major turnaround. So leaving the door open that, again, guys, there's no gray area. You either get to the tournament, and I welcome Martin back if that happens. I would love to see Frank Martin be that guy to get this team to the tournament, make an unexpected run, return to postseason play, and return to lead Gamecocks basketball moving forward. If you don't make postseason play, as we said coming in the season, what will South Carolina do? I don't know, because Frank Martin is very well liked. He is. He is very highly thought of by everyone at the University of South Carolina. I don't think there's many people, if any at all, that wish ill will or dislike Frank Martin or have any vitriol or anything like that, including yours truly. Like, I like Frank Martin. I think Frank Martin's a good basketball coach. He obviously knows the game of basketball. But at some point, it does come down to results on the floor and having some sort of real expectations, standards, if you will. All right, let's jump to the phone lines. Phil, what's going on, my friend? How are you?
Pretty good, my brother. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. Appreciate you asking. What's up?
Just combing my mullet right now. I wanted to call in real quick. I got a couple things real quick about rugby before we get too far in anything else with Gamecock athletics. Number one, really appreciate you once again coming on the Rucking Rooster Show on Gamecock YouTube with former football player, current rugby player Gavin Bennett. That was awesome. We got big numbers compared to our normal videos, so we appreciate that very much. You guys can still check that out on Gamecock YouTube, Gamecock Rugby YouTube, excuse me. That's going to be on there for as long as that channel exists. So if you haven't seen the conversation or heard it yet, check it out over there. It's not just rugby talk, guys. It's just guys, dudes being dudes. So if you appreciate that kind of thing, it is there for you. And also, Gavin kind of talks about his football career and why he, chose to not continue with football and join the rugby team, which I think is very, very nice of him to provide that information for us. And we talk about a little bit about like what the comparison between American football and rugby, which a lot of people don't understand the comparison. So good educational tool there for folks out there if you want to watch it.
Yeah, I can second that too. That was a fantastic conversation, Phil, and I appreciate you having me. And obviously, Gavin is a legend in his own right, as are you. But I would highly suggest, and we'll continue to share it, but I would highly suggest people to check out that conversation for sure. So it's what is it, Gamecock Rugby on YouTube, or is it Ruckin' Rooster Show on YouTube?
So the Ruckin' Rooster Show is a part of Gamecock Rugby YouTube. So search for
Gamecock Rugby on YouTube.
Yeah, you find it. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, we've shared the link also, so definitely be sure to check that out.
Yes, sir. Thank you for that. Second thing is for the folks that might be rugby curious, let's just say, the season starts round number 1 for Major League Rugby. It's the 5th season of professional rugby in the United States and Canada. There's 13 teams. The regular season kicks off this weekend. The main, premier game is none other than my Free Jacks against NOLA, which is New Orleans, down in New Orleans at 9 p.m. Eastern time on Fox Sports 2, FS2. So I think most people have that channel. If you're interested, 9 p.m., you got nothing to do on a Saturday, flip it on for a couple minutes, see if you like it. I highly recommend it.
For sure. No, like I said, man, I second that. Absolutely. Y'all are putting out amazing value out there and great work, and yeah, I definitely support it, man.
Final thing, on jumping back to Gamecock athletics, in terms of the people that are sniping at you for being like, oh, you're the Frank Martin fire guy, like you said that you wanted him fired a couple weeks ago, and now they're winning, and how dare you, Listen, guys, again, Chris is not some neutral journalist that just happens to cover the team. He's a Carolina fan. It's called the Spurs Up Show for a reason. Those people that are that brain dead that can't make that connection or are trying to troll but doing it badly, y'all sit down and shut up. It's so stupid. Use half of your brain for a second. He's a Carolina fan first and foremost. He doesn't want ill will to this team. He just thinks the program is stale, which it is. Like, you make one tournament in 10 years and that guy still has a job. Number one, the administration doesn't care about men's basketball. That is clear. He should have been fired prior to this season, but they don't care enough. And you listening don't care enough for anything to happen, number one. And number two, yeah, if our team wins, hell yeah, we're excited. That's just the way it is. So he can make a point or, have a hot take, but still be a fan of the team. That's how this works. This is a fan, media organization. It's not just it's not Fox Sports. It's not ESPN, where these guys are supposed to be neutral. That's not what this is. So that's all I got for you.
Phil, very well said. I appreciate it, my friend. Thanks so much for calling in. Always a pleasure.
Go Cox.
Phil, always preaching a good word. And I will say this because I see the comments with Courtney Washington and Kevin Simmons. And Kevin Simmons asked this question. A great question, by the way. I'll keep asking, what were our standards before Frank Martin? Well, Kevin, they were dog shit. They were dog shit. And I will say this. Kudos to Frank Martin for raising the level of expectations. But I had somebody actually ask me yesterday, which I won't name them by name, but they asked me yesterday at the South Carolina baseball scrimmage, why is Frank Martin still employed? This is after we beat Texas A&M now. And I give Frank all the credit for getting us back to 500 and, giving us something at least to look forward to in the month of February. But, I mean, guys, if let me put it this way. If South Carolina doesn't make the tournament this year, which, with all due respect, we're on pace for a very Frank Martin-esque type of season. I did not think at 1-4 this team would quit. I did not think at 1-4 this team would just fold it up and we wouldn't win another game. Frank Martin teams have shown over the years that resiliency and toughness and that they're going to be a tough out for people. But it normally, at least 9 out of 10 times, has ended up the exact same way. And again, this guy yesterday asked me, Chris, why is Frank Martin still there? I don't know. Why is Frank still there? He asked me. And honestly, and I'll tell you this is for Courtney. This is for Kevin. This is for any of the other Frank Martin stands. And when I say that, I just mean people that cannot think critically. Cannot think critically in regards to why we may need to look a different direction. But I'll go ahead and put this out there right now. Guys, if South Carolina misses the NCAA tournament, misses postseason this year, and they bring Frank Martin back, I'll be damn near tempted to just stop covering men's basketball. Because the reason you would bring Frank back is because the expectations or the standards around our basketball program are so pathetically low. Pathetic. They're pathetic. They're pathetically low. Gamecock fans look at our men's basketball program and just say, well, as long as we can just be competitive and win a couple games here and there, man, we were just such in the shitter before, we're like, you know what? If we don't make the tournament, we bring Frank back, then to hell with it. I just won't cover men's basketball anymore. Because I just, it's not fun covering a team and trying to have expectations. How can you be critical of something that has zero expectations? Because there aren't any. There aren't any. Again, I want to see us win the next 10 in a row, make the tournament, an unreal run. We all want to see the same thing. That's it. I mean, at some point, you got to say, though, what are the standards? What are they? I mean, I'm asking, what are they? So, again, I told you guys before, I feel for Frank because, he does have the best, it's been one of the best decades in Carolina basketball history and the SEC record. And he'll point to those things, but, man, if we don't make the tournament, Courtney, everybody else, I don't give a shit about the rest of it. I really don't. I don't really give a damn. People want to talk about Mark Kingston being on the hot seat in year 4, but want to give Frank a pass every year. Every year. And Courtney, if this is Gamecocks basketball at its peak, then just burn down the program. Just get rid of it. If this is the best we can ever get, if Frank Martin's decade is the best decade we can get, then throw it away. Just throw it away. I don't really want to watch anymore. I don't. Hey, tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, I could be doing something else. So, again, I got no ill will or vitriol to Frank Martin. And Connor Lee says, my roommate likes to compare Frank Martin to Muschamp. You think that's a fair comparison? I don't think so. Like, I wouldn't say that. I think Muschamp's a bad head football coach. I don't think Frank Martin's a bad head basketball coach. Not at all. I don't think Frank Martin's a bad head basketball coach. But I guess I'm just tired of having such a passive approach to basketball. I am. I'm tired of having a passive approach because before that Florida game, last season, the season before, I was just saying, well, you know, can we really get anybody better? Just excuse after excuse after excuse. So I guess we can we can just keep going 500 and say that's the best we can do, and so be it. And again, if that's what we're going to be, then I just will not put the same effort and energy into men's basketball as I've been doing. Because I'd like to believe that one day we can be, you know, a program that's every 3 years or so going to the tournament. And, you know, again, everybody wants to see the same thing. I'd love for Frank to be that guy. Again, there's no gray area this season. There's no gray area. And kudos for the last week, man. Again, kudos for the last week. Truly. I did not expect this team to go 3-0. You know, you knew you had to beat Georgia. You knew you had to beat Vandy. That win Saturday night at 8 a.m. was a fantastic win. Fantastic win. Road underdog. John Wilson says, I like Frank. I really think he's a good guy. Tries to do the right thing. We need a coach that can recruit better talent. Tanner needs to quit being so soft. Look for a darn good coach that can recruit. Yeah, I mean, definitely the lack of recruiting success is glaring. It's glaring. But again, I answer Courtney Washington's question and who was the other person? Kevin Simmons' question with a question myself. Again, I just ask you, just tell me, what should my year in, year out expectations and standards of Gamecocks basketball be? The floor is yours. Courtney, this is a great time for you to call in, my friend. Hey, why not? The floor can be yours. Like, am I setting let me ask you this. Do I have unfair expectations? Was it unfair to come in this season and say, well, we got to make the tournament for Frank to come back? Was that unfair of me? Was it? You guys tell me. If it was, then you know what? I guess I'll just have to own it. I mean, people, you know, and that's the funny thing. I wonder what Courtney and old Kevin think about Gamecocks football. Do you think they should be an SEC championship type of team every year? Nothing says that should be the case. Nothing says that should be the case. Absolutely not. So why do you expect it? Why are you putting those type of expectations on Shane Beamer? Why are you asking questions about winning a national championship? Like, that's foolish questions then. What were the standards before Spurrier? Like, we've never done it. So, like, anyways, again, the Frank Martin thing is, and that's honestly, I'll tell you this. I'll be honest with you, selfishly, that's why I brought up the Frank Martin stuff to begin with. Because you know what? Now, one of the best storylines of this season is Frank Martin fighting for his job and a return to South Carolina. And that's fun because I love a good comeback story. Who doesn't? Who doesn't love a good comeback story? I wanted Frank to come back this year, by the way. In case y'all forgot, I wanted Frank to come back. Every man deserves a shot at redemption. Frank's got it. Here it is. Here we go. 4-4 going to February. Let's go. So, and Courtney says, I would understand your argument better if Carolina was a tournament type of program. You're not that. Well, Courtney, you're putting limiting beliefs and limiting expectations on the program. And I don't fucking like that. I don't like that. Again, if we can never even strive to be that point, then just burn it down. And we'll just talk women's. Just women's. We'll continue to increase the coverage on the women's side and talk about a program that is competing for championships. By the way, shout out the women's, by the way, that beat Florida by what, 12? So, that beat Florida. So, and again, nobody's saying be a tournament program like every year. Nobody's saying that. But Clemson went to the tournament 3 times in the last decade. So give me a break, dude. If Clemson can get there, why can't Carolina? I don't know. Either way, hey, let's just enjoy in the present moment because it'll play itself out. It'll play, but it's so funny to see the people on social media. It's not many, but yeah, as Phil said, those who were like sniping at me, like, you like Frank again now? The energy has never changed. But you can ask P-Doc who I was with. Shout out to P-Doc. You can ask P-Doc who I was with after the Florida game when we lost and we were 1-4. And I said, in my mind, I don't know if I actually verbalized this to P-Doc. In my mind, I said, you know what? This season's dead right now. So you know what? Maybe bringing Frank Martin's job status to the forefront will give us something to talk about. I'll be honest. I'll be transparent. That was exactly my thought process. So, hey, maybe give some credit to yours truly. This team has played better with its backs against the wall. Bottom line, this team has played better. This team has played better with its backs against the wall. Hey, is that because of something I said? I can't take full credit, but I tell you what, ever since I said that about Frank Martin, we're 3-0. Pressure's a good thing. Competitive pressure is a good thing. That's it. The energy's never changed. Competitive pressure is a really good thing. Hey, this team is already overachieving to what I expect in the preseason. I had them at 6-12 in SEC play. You're at 4-4 right now. God, if you finish 6-12, well, it'll be obvious what to do then. But, you know, season was dead at 1-4, man. It's been fun to watch the last 3 games, watching a team be resilient. Granted, Georgia and Vandy were 2 of the 3 wins. We get to find out this week. Tomorrow night in Starkville, huge game. And, of course, Tennessee at home. Nationally televised contest. Again, the opportunity's there, man. Protect your home floor. Should be a good crowd. 1 o'clock tip-off at the CLA. You got a big-time prospect, big-time recruit in the building. Yeah, pressure makes diamonds. Pressure's a privilege. Pressure is a beautiful, beautiful thing. It is. It's a beautiful thing. Anyways, hey, feels good to be good over the last week, though. Either way, no matter what happens the rest of the way out, because who knows what will happen, right? I mean, who knows? Who knows? Great job by all parties, man. 3-0 in the last 3 games. 3-0 in the last 3 games. I didn't expect them to do it, but you could have packed it in. You could have packed it in. You could have mailed it in and said, well, okay. And you have not done that to this point. So I think this team will continue to fight. This team will continue to be resilient. Will it be good enough? I don't know. I don't know, guys. This team is hard to figure out. This team is hard to figure out because, and I told you guys before, I like this team. I do. James Reese is turning into one of the most underrated shooters, underrated scorers in the conference. Obviously, our guy Stevie, Mr. Shooter Shoot. You know, Jermaine Kusnar playing the type of ball he's playing. Keyshawn Bryant playing better basketball. Weldon Levesque starting to come back into his own. A.J. Wilson, Chico Carter. I like the pieces on this team, dude. This team, I will give credit, is much more fun to watch than the last couple of years. Much more fun to watch. I mean, again, we'll see what it translates into. So I would love to see Frank be here for the next 10 years, man. I just want to be on the bubble, man. Like, just 68 teams go to the postseason. So, but again, you know, whatever. Maybe I should just be satisfied with going 500. And meanwhile, you know, if Mark Kingston doesn't go to Omaha this year, there's going to be fans throwing a shit fit. So, I mean, you tell me, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. That's what kills me the most, man. Brandon Martin has played more good minutes than I would give him, but whatever. He's playing some very, very good minutes. He's played better of late, though. Definitely played better of late. So, But I think definitely, man, you look ahead. Hey, look ahead, right? You're 4-4. You found a way to get back to 4-4 or get back to 500 in SEC play. You got to get off to faster starts, though, man. You just flat out have to. You flat out have to. You can't keep making a living being down. And I don't understand why there's these slow starts. I don't know. I truly don't know. P-Doc says James Reese equals this team Sindarius Thornwell. That is a bold. But, hey, here's the great thing, too. Here's the great news. Because I'm not trying to take anything away from the last 3 wins. I'm not. But if people really want to start poking and prodding and having the Frank Martin conversation, then we can do it. We can do it. Because, again, it's just funny to hear people like Courtney Washington and others just, they're not going to say anything now. They're going to be quiet because we're winning. No, we're not. We're going to celebrate. That's what we wanted in the first place. The energy hasn't changed since the jump. Again, I didn't go on the record in a bandana with gold chains and a sunburn and a tank top and call for Frank Martin's job in that way. All I said was, hey, guys, at the current moment, program's dead. It's stale. Relationships run its course. It's time for new breath, new blood. Time for a change. That can change, though. Hey, if winning cures everything. Winning cures everything. But the lead storyline going in the season hasn't changed. Tournament or bust. That's it. Sorry. If that's unfair, sorry. I don't know. I don't, like when I looked at the season in the preseason, what else was I supposed to say? What else were we supposed to say? Well, just get to 500 and we'll be fine. The program's on a positive trajectory. I mean, maybe I'm not smart enough to compute that. Kevin keeps asking, is it okay to cheat? Kevin, cheat. Cheat. Ask for forgiveness, not for permission. Cheat your ass off.
Skyland Davis.
Skyland, what's going on, my guy? How are you?
I was letting you know it's going to be a scrimmage Thursday at 3:32.
Oh, do they also just announce that?
Yeah.
Love to see that. Yeah, I'll be out there today at 3:30, so I'll
looks like,
oh, here we go. Yeah, they did drop it. Yeah, Monday, Thursday. Yeah, 3:30. All right, cool. Yeah, good deal. Love that.
hey, make sure we great.
Say it. Say it again.
I said make sure we sweeter on it. Get to go to the scrimmage today. Watch basketball tomorrow.
Oh, well, yeah. That's yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I love that, man. I mean, again, it's one of my favorite things of baseball season is just waking up on a random Tuesday and getting to go to the yard. So I got my seeds on deck for today too. So we're back. We're very back. So
see, there's gonna be rain. There's gonna be rain Friday and Saturday, Sunday. Well, definitely Friday. So I think that's what they're gonna do Thursday, Saturday, and Monday. It's coming week. That's my prediction.
I got you.
Well, I'm coming down Saturday.
Let's get after it. Let's get after it.
Oh, after watching some of your videos, it seems like our approach is trying to go oppo a lot. After watching some videos, like you watch Kevin Madden, have runners on first when we're playing closer to the bag right there. He did a little oppo inside out swing, and someone posted a video on Twitter of Michael Brownswell hitting, and he does the same thing. I saw like 3 or 4 videos, and it seems like everybody's trying to go oppo. Is that the feeling you're getting, or is it?
I mean, I've only seen one scrimmage. I'm not gonna try to, judge the approach entirely off of that, right. But I liked the approaches I saw yesterday. Excited to see him again today, and it's at least through one scrimmage. I mean, we didn't hit any homers. Again, it was colder than what yesterday. I mean, it was a bad day. It was a bad day to be a hitter because, I mean, if it was me pitching, I would have been going in on everybody because, it was the hands would have been hurt.
Homers are good. Homers are great, but when you don't hit homers with guys on base, it really doesn't mean nothing. I mean, yeah, a 1-run homer is a 1 run. But, a big dinger is when you hit 2 or 3.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Those are the game changers. Yeah, those are the game changers. Yeah, I mean, you hear pitchers talk about it all the time, or just pitching coaches, and solo shots won't kill you. Solo shots won't kill you. You can live with that. So that's why you got to limit the walks. You got to limit the errors, eliminate them really. So yeah, I mean it's.
I don't want to get rid of the home run completely. I'm more of a, it's not bad to have one or two or three guys in the lineup that can, absolutely hit homers, but I also would like, to move the bases. I want to be complete offense, move the bases, hit base hit, to have that guy that has that potential. It's two or three guys on base right now. Let's go yard.
Well, yeah, I mean, again, that's the thing. That's the thing we weren't last year, was just a complete offense. We weren't well rounded. We relied solely on the home run. So, yeah, I mean, being, and I think that's something that it's also in the culture of baseball, man. Guys aren't as focused on being well rounded, being productive. It's all about hitting the 500-foot homer. So, I do think, man, again, I'll drop my predictions in actually 2 weeks to the date. I'll drop my full predictions and like a full breakdown, and people are going to know exactly where I stand with this baseball team. But I do think we're going to swing it a lot better. I'll tell you this, man. As I sit here today, I'd be shocked if we swung it as poorly as we did last year. I'd be shocked.
Yeah, I think we're going to swing it better too.
You can't swing it much worse, can you? I mean, you can't swing it much worse.
No. What concerns me is, to be honest with you, I don't think our pitching is going to be that good this year. And I'm just like, is our offense going to be good enough to carry the pitching? And that's my only concern, because I don't think the pitching is going to be there this year at all. I think you're going to get a lot of walks, and you're going to give up a lot of hits, and you're going to walk a lot of guys on base, and you're going to get up the runs. And that's how I feel our pitching is going to go. Can our offense outscore teams to back up our pitching? Just like can our pitching give enough like they did last year to give our offense a chance? But the offense, didn't back the pitching up. That's my only concern.
Yeah, I mean, listen, but outside of Sanders and Bosnick, you got questions. You got to figure it out. Who's the Sunday guy? I think Seitler's probably going to be your Tuesday. I thought he looked pretty good yesterday, and I think he's a quality midweek.
They said actually, with Joe's hit getting hitting around like that, they said Kate Austin and so Slayer Slater will now be competing for the Sunday job.
Well, we'll see. I mean, I think there's a lot of guys. I think Gibby too, Noah Hall, the kid from App State. I think he's going to factor in as well. So, I mean, dude, that's why you go through preseason scrimmages in their squads, and you're doing that to figure it out. So, I think we. You never know until you get an SEC play and the lights come on and who's going to show up and show out. But I feel like we got enough pieces to figure it out in the pitching staff. But, you lost a lot. So there's a lot of questions there. There's definitely a lot of questions there. And, we'll see what I'll tell you what, Kate Austin shoved yesterday. I was very impressed with Kate Austin. So, yeah, I definitely think he's going to be fighting for some big innings.
What's your plans for opening day? We're going to meet up at these wings or we just want to?
I got to figure it out, my guy. I'm not 110% sure yet. I'll let you know, but I'm still working on that as we speak. So,
and this is just my opinion. Of course, you do your own thing. You're in your own business. I went and throw my first TUS, tailgate until the Clemson game or till it warms up where people is going to be out there. Because right now, opening day, only the diehard Gamecock baseball fans are going to the park. 4 o'clock Friday game. People at work. I'm calling out of work to go.
Yeah.
But
no, I'm probably not going to throw a tailgate at least on that Friday because again, yeah, like you said, 4 o'clock first pitch doesn't bode well for people getting off work and all that good stuff. But I'd like to do something special, whether that's even just go live outside the ballpark. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Of course, the Daily Crow will be rocking noon to 2 that day anyways as well. So, I don't know. And it might just be a special remote Daily Crow. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Again, we got a little bit to go. We got 18 days, but I'm excited, man. It's going to be a hell of a baseball season.
Well, I know for a fact that Daily Crow won't take forever because you're going to be ready to go.
Oh, yeah. We all going to be ready. Yeah, and as we're going, we're going to have lineups dropping and all that good stuff. So, yeah, I'd like to do something like a special show for opening day, whether that's bringing some former players on or just what have you. So, no, it's going to be fun, man. Like I said, baseball season obviously is a very special thing for me. And, I like to think that comes out in our coverage of it, in my coverage of the Yard Cock. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited to get going.
I think the starting lineup's pretty locked in. Wimmer second, Roswell short, Belt first, Madden third, Virgie catcher, Messina DH, Hogan Singer, Slightly left, and Oster right. I think that's gonna be your definitely, Madden order.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty. Yeah, I think that's pretty spot on or pretty darn close. But you know as well as I do, man, the lineup is probably going to change a lot, especially early on. I mean, I think I look at your big glue guys. I think the guys that like need to have good seasons for you to have a good season. You know, a guy like Andrew Eister, Braylon Wimmer needs to blow up. Brant Belk and Madden need to live up to the hype in regards to, expectations being transfer guys. I think Braswell at shortstop needs to play well as a true freshman. I think Burgee needs to continue to be Burgee. I'd like to see him improve swinging it, get Messina healthy. Thad Ector needs to play some good innings for you. Obviously, Josiah Seitler. I think if he can do what he did last year, I'd be happy with that. So, I would say Eister and Wimmer, being your sort of that again. Those are your glue guys. Those are your guys that are going to keep this thing together and lead your lineup. And then of course on the mound, I mean, you got Sanders and Bosnick, and I really want to see something from the veterans this year in the bullpen, man. I mean, guys like, listen, I don't know what you can expect from them really, but guys like Parker Coyne, Wesley Sweat, Cam Tringali, John Gilreath, those guys need to have their best years in Garnet Black. Those guys need to be contributors. They need to be contributors. So, we'll see if it'll happen. I don't know, but yeah, I'm excited for this team. There's a lot of questions, which creates a lot of intrigue and a lot of. It should be an exciting year. We're going to find out a lot about this team as we go weekend to weekend. So,
do you feel like this when you've been in baseball guy, the way Keaton shuffles the everyday lineup, like one guy could be hit first, and one day, oh no, he's going to be back seventh. Oh no, he's going to hit third. Or oh no, he's going to hit sixth. Do you think that's a problem?
Well, I mean, where we saw most of the shuffling last year was the third base position. And I was talking to somebody else about that yesterday. And, I mean, here's the thing, too, I'll say, though. They gave Brennan Malone every opportunity to take that job and win that job. And so, I mean, I don't love the way that Kingston handled the third base position last year. I don't. But at the same time, like, nobody really stepped up and won that job. You know what I mean? Like, so I put it on both parties. I mean, again, nobody took the job. Nobody did. So they didn't want to just sit on their hands and just hope that a kid hitting 215 was going to turn it around. I mean, I can't necessarily blame them to that degree. But, I think certainly Mark Kingston overthinks it a little bit every now and then. I think I think it's good to let guys get in a rhythm, get in a groove, and it's just impossible to do so when you're getting changed out of the lineup every other day. But, I think if we had those no-doubt, no-brainer guys, like if we'd have had that no-brainer guy at third last year, then – he would have stayed in the lineup. Bottom line, he would have stayed in the lineup. So, I would like to think you won't see as much shuffling this year, but again, who knows? Who knows?
All right. Well, I definitely can't wait. Well, we got 2 more weeks.
Yeah, 18 days, 2.5 weeks. So
it ain't this weekend or next. It's the weekend after next. So
yes, exactly.
I'm definitely excited. I'm always going to be excited for Gamecock baseball. It's the pride and joy of the university.
It is our crown jewel, man. That's the way I look at it. So, I'm excited, man.
I hope it's warm. I hope it ain't like it was this weekend.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
What you going to do on that Saturday, buddy, when the baseball plays at 2 and the basketball plays at 3:30?
I will be at Founders Park for sure. Yeah. I will, without a doubt, be at Founders Park. Yeah.
All right. Well, same here. Forget that basketball thing.
Yeah. So.
All right. Yeah. Well, definitely can't wait. I'm definitely going to talk more about it. Definitely.
Yeah. No, dude. We got a ways to go. So we're continuing along this week with the position unit preview stuff, talking shortstops tomorrow and third baseman on Thursday, and then we'll just keep rocking with it. And yeah, before you know it, it'll be opening day. So.
Definitely excited. All right, buddy. Well, I'll see you Saturday.
Yeah, man. Sounds good. We'll talk soon. Great stuff. 843-790-3377. Guys, it's 843-790-3377. We are going to jump into our first break here. 12:46 on a Monday, January the 31st, 2022. The last day of January. Isn't that crazy? Month flew by. As we creep closer to opening day, Gamecocks have won their last 3 in a row on the hardwood. Women's continue to just tear things out. I think they've won 8 in a row, something like that. So, hey, feels good to be good here on a Monday, guys. Again, taking your questions, your comments, your calls, and more on the other side of the break. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back taking your questions, your comments, your calls. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377 here on this Monday, January the 31st, 2022. Again, appreciate you all tuning in. Yeah, P-Dog, I know we just talked off air, but in case you missed it, Cade Austin. Yeah, I think it's definitely a guy you're going to be hearing his name a lot. Thought he was a guy sitting 90-91, running the fastball. Changeup was good, but just attacked hitters, man, and was living on the corners. So, yeah, we'll see. I mean, again, a lot of guys fighting for innings right now, so we'll see what happens. But Eric Reese, appreciate you, my guy. Yeah, we had a good time. Eric, what was so cool about last week was, again, it was vacation, but going on the road and doing what I love to do, that also was all incredible. Let's jump to the phone lines here.
To send a voice.
Robbie, what's going on, my guy? How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, bro. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. Appreciate you asking. What's up?
I'm not going to fret over a scrimmage, okay? I'm just saying. I'm not going to fret over a scrimmage. Because, one, I wasn't there. I don't really care about a scrimmage. I care about the season. So people that are freaking out over us doing horrible in a scrimmage whenever we're about to start baseball season in 18 days, okay, I'm not going to fret over it. And also, I did not watch the girls' game yesterday because I was a little busy, but I will give you my assessment later on this week of what I think about the girls' game from yesterday.
Fair enough. Yeah. All I know is this is we're better than everyone. There's your assessment.
Yes, our girls' team is kicking butt and taking names as usual, and I wasn't shocked at us winning. At this point, I'm used to it. I'm expecting us to win, but we'll really see what this team is made of whenever we make it to the dance. Because at this rate, we're going to make it to the dance.
That is a safe bet, my friend.
And like you have said before, at this point, our season doesn't start until the dance does.
Yeah, and that's not like to make light of. I mean, it's enjoy in the present moment. It's fun to win in the regular season. I'm not trying to take anything away from that, but yeah, man. I mean, our goals are just so far beyond just winning some random SEC game or beating this team and that's that's why you saw us reschedule the Ole Miss game and not play UConn instead because. Hey, UConn, we've already beat you. Our goals are far beyond just playing you again. Like we're trying to win the SEC and win the SEC tournament and be a number one seed and all that good stuff. Our goals are very clear cut and understood.
Right. Yeah, and I was shocked that we beat Texas A&M. Okay. The men's team, that is. And from what I saw in the men's game, because I did watch the men's game, okay, the other day, the men's game went basically how I expected it to go, but I was not expecting us to win, just like you weren't expecting us to win. I mean, I picked us to lose, okay, just like you did. But by some miracle, we pulled it off, and we walked out of College Station with a W.
Yeah, I mean, that was an impressive win. You felt like Georgia you certainly should have beaten. Vanderbilt on your home floor you felt like you certainly should have beaten. But you came in that game Saturday night as a road underdog, and I believe it was a 7-point underdog.
Right.
So, yeah, again, what just shocks me and I guess is so impressive is you're just able to overcome a halftime deficit again, and you're finding a way to get on these hot streaks in the second half and play great defense and hit some shots, and all of a sudden you completely flip the game on its head. And, again, we're about to start a new month. The schedule toughens up. I don't think you're able to make a living doing that continuing throughout the season. I think you need to get off to better starts. But, it's been fun to watch the resiliency and the heart and the fight of this team. And, I hope it continues.
Right. And there are some things that obviously we need to work on, right? And like I said after the Vanderbilt game, our bigs were bigger than Vanderbilt's bigs, and we should not have been getting manhandled like we were getting. But it was happening because we were allowing it, and you can't let that kind of stuff happen on your home floor. You can't have your bigs getting manhandled on your home floor. That is not, that's uncalled for.
Yeah, I would agree. Can't get bullied down low. Can't get bullied down low and expect to win.
But for some, but like we both said, somehow we pulled it out and got the W, and I'll take it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean that's the thing I don't want to get lost, if you will, because of course, and that's fine, man. It's fine. I'll be the dude that takes all the shots. That, you know, when whatever, I guess when we win or what have you, you know, people want to come at me, and that's, you know what, that's a blessing. That means people actually care about my opinion. They care about my opinion and my thoughts on the team and what I say. So it is a blessing. Right. But you know, what does it mean? You know, what does this 3-game winning streak mean in regards to the overall landscape of the season? And, you know, I don't know, but you know what? Today, it does feel good to be good. And last week was probably the most fun week of South Carolina basketball that I can recall in, you know, in quite a while. So, hey, here's the beautiful thing is that positive momentum is incredible. So maybe you can parlay that. Maybe you can continue to carry that. Maybe you can find a spark and catch lightning in a bottle and, you know, go on a run over the next 6 weeks or so like you did in 2017. I mean, heck, I don't know. So all you can ask for in life's the opportunity, and the opportunity right now is there for Frank Martin and this basketball team.
Yeah, and for those of you that didn't think my cousin TJ was real, he's literally mocking me while I'm on the phone right now. He's giving me crap while I'm on the phone right now.
Let's make sure TJ plays nice now. We don't need him distracting you from the call.
Chris says play nice, doggone it. You're Oh, gracious Lord. I'm going to probably go to jail for murder here in a second. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do nothing to my cousin. I love him to death. But yeah, I just I'm excited for baseball season. We got 18 more days, 2 weeks and 4 days. I'm excited. I'm ready for it. Like I said, I'm definitely going to try and go to a game or two this season, and I'm definitely 100% going to go to the tailgate during football season. So I'll probably try to, like I said, I'll let you know whenever I'm in town, and we'll hook up and hang out and stuff.
Yeah, no doubt. We'll make it happen, Robbie, for sure. We got to get you out to some tailgates and get you out to Tin Roof as well.
And then we got to get me out to Tin Roof, doggone. I've been wanting to go to Tin Roof.
Yeah, dude. P-Dawk will come get you, my guy. I'm telling you right now, P-Dawk will come get you. You think I'm joking? He will. He will. And I'm going to hold P-Dawk to it as well. I'm going to hold P-Dawk to it.
If you're listening, if you decide to come get me, just let me know, and I'll send you my address.
Hey, no takebacks.
I'm not going to, yeah. But, all right, man, I got to go take care of some stuff. I'll talk to you later.
Sounds good, Robbie. Appreciate it. Robbie, got to go take care of some stuff. I love to hear that. Got big business to attend to here on a Monday. Keith in the TDC Questions channel says, I see we have some fans in panic mode over our baseball scrimmages. Am I missing something? It's an inter-squad scrimmage. I went yesterday, saw some good, some bad, and I don't have to say we're out of contention before the season starts. Brendan M then follows up, people love to overreact to scrimmages. Here's where I think Keith and Brendan and everybody else, I think this is why you're seeing some of that. We have a very proud fan base when it comes to baseball, as we should, right? With our tradition and the history, back-to-back national championships, and even way before that, going to Omaha, what Ray Tanner built, right? As Skyland pointed out earlier, I look at baseball as our crown jewel. I think what you're seeing right now is Gamecock baseball fans are a little on edge, okay? A little bit on edge because we are not getting the respect in the preseason from publications like D1 Baseball or Baseball America or any of that sort of thing, right? And Our Omaha drought extends to the last time we went, 2012. And we became so accustomed to going to Omaha, winning back-to-back national titles, and again, not going in so long. I think what you're seeing is our fan base is very, very on edge and irritated and hungry to get back. So I say all that to say this as well. I repeat what I said on Saturday. And listen, it was a mixture of me being at the airport, having my flight delayed, being a little bit hungover from vacation. But yeah, I don't want to see people overreacting to scrimmages, man. To scrimmages, to inner squads. This team has question marks. Question marks that, believe it or not, will not, you're not going to go watch a scrimmage and say, oh, that question mark has been resolved. Because you just don't know until the lights come on. Guys, I've talked to players from the 2010, 2011 teams, if you will, or especially going in the 2010 season, right? Talked to players from those teams, had them on the show. They tell you, bro, we'd have guys that would go ice cold and we'd look terrible and we'd play hungover. Like, you just can't put all your stock into that. You know what I mean? I'm going to give you guys all the insight and the feedback and intel from these scrimmages as I can, especially from the Big Cock Club Discord or the Big Cock Club, which is where I'm putting it. But
Justin?
just not wise to overreact to a scrimmage.
accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press
Jump to
2.
the phone lines. Justin, what's up, my man? How are you?
Good. How you doing, Chris?
I'm doing well, man. Appreciate you asking. What's up?
Well, Chris, Darko beat Tenfield last week. I was kind of happy to beat the Aggies again, you know?
Oh, yeah. No, I saw the comments, too. People saying, wish we could do it in football, which I feel the same. But, yeah, 6 straight wins over A&M. I don't know what it is, man. Frank Martin just has Buzz Williams' number. So, I guess we should have all seen it coming that the Gamecocks were going to get that W. But, yeah, that was a big win. That was a really big win Saturday night. And, again, you've won 3 in a row now, back at 500 SEC play. Let's see going into February, as the schedule toughens up, what you can do. Maybe you can parlay positive momentum and really get something rolling here.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Chris, the thing about Texas A&M, listen, that's a tough place to win basketball, you know?
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, certainly. Dude, anytime you go on the road in the SEC and get a dub, I don't care who you're playing. it's a fantastic job. So, yeah, very, very much a job well done. Very much a job well done by the Court Cocks for sure.
Oh yeah, hey Chris, the thing about Buzz Williams, he's a good coach, but the thing about him, it's gonna take him time to get this sense of team won again, you know.
Yeah, it takes time to build. No, Buzz Williams is a good coach. I don't know exactly the status of A&M back. What's crazy is they started out 4-0 and have lost their last 4. So I don't know exactly what has fallen apart for them, but yeah, I would expect Buzz Williams to do a pretty good job there. I know they allocate most of their resources to football, but Buzz Williams is definitely a quality coach, so they should be able to field a pretty quality basketball program.
Oh yeah, hey Chris, about Frank Martin, I don't know how long it's gonna take him to get the fan base back to him again.
Well, yeah, it's interesting to gauge the fan base. I think the majority of the fan base, again, likes Frank Martin. I do. I think they like Frank Martin. But I also think the majority of the fan base is on the side that I am, which is we just got to see something on the floor. We got to make a tournament. Like, give us a reason to tune in game after game after game again and go win some big games, if you will. So, certainly you have a 3-0 week. It helps. I don't think the fan base, though, is against Frank Martin in any way. I don't see that at all. I think it's just sort of this season, wait and see. And I think people have an expectation. They want to see this team make the tournament in year 10. And, I obviously winning cures everything. So the level of apathy you had after starting 1-4 is not there right now. Winning cures everything. But, we all want to see the same thing. Let's put it that way. We all want to see the same thing, which is this team win games, be exciting, and get back to a tournament.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Chris, I also, too, but we got to get back to the big dance,
Yeah, I mean, fair, unfair, however you want to categorize it. That's what college basketball fans care about. Like if you don't go to the tournament, what did you achieve in a season? What did you achieve? If you don't go to, especially if you're missing both the NCAA tournament and the NIT, if you don't have any postseason play, how can you look at a season as a success? And some might say, well, it's harsh to view a season success or failure and not be able to give context, but that's the reality. Did you have a successful year or did you not? And I mean, we're the last couple of years we've had seasons where we've won some nice games. Don't get me wrong. We've won some nice games. We really have. But were those season successes? That's what I would ask. Were those season successes after going to the Final Four and not parlaying that positive momentum and finding a way back to the tournament? I don't know. Again, I go back to this, Justin, and people don't like to hear this, but I just think a lot of it goes back to that the expectations for our program are just so astronomically low that, people don't expect more. They just don't expect more when it comes to our basketball program. And that's fine, but just acknowledge it. Call a spade a spade. People don't expect more when it comes to basketball here, and people don't think we should win. They don't expect us to win. They don't think there's any reason we can be a winner, and it reflects in the last decade.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Chris, the thing about this is, if you look at Bruce Pearl got Auburn one right now,
Yeah, Bruce Pearl's crushing. Bruce Pearl's crushing at Auburn. So, and that's the thing. Other thing that really kills me is it's like there's teams that aren't blue bloods that are winning games. So, I'm not saying set unfair expectations of, we should be a tournament team every year. No, I don't think that's fair expectations, but 3 times a decade? I don't think that's that outlandish. I mean, I people want to tell me why we can't win. I look at it, why can't we win? We have great facilities. We have a great fan base. I understand the challenges in recruiting, but I feel like it's all here. We got a great arena. It's all here. So I don't know, man. It's just the expectations from sport to sport at the University of South Carolina, they vary so drastically, which is really interesting. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's true, Chris. Yeah, Chris, I would love to see our way get full up in men's basketball. If that's possible, right?
Say it again?
Hey, Chris, I always thought basketball we was full up. If the men get allowed to pull up, I wish we could, but we can't right now.
Well, hey, you want to see a packed CLA? Go beat Mississippi State tomorrow night, and I would really challenge Gamecock fans to show up and show out and fill up the CLA. I mean, it'll be a huge game, man. You'd be on a 4-game winning streak. A top 25 Tennessee team coming to town, nationally televised game. You have a big-time prospect at the CLA. Hey, there's your opportunity right there. So it's going to be a very interesting last month and a half or so to the season. Like I said, I'd love to see us go on a 10-game winning streak and Frank Martin return. And because a coaching change is always – it's like ripping a Band-Aid off, man. A coaching change is always tough, and I get it. But, it's funny how a lot of folks, they can't even bring themselves to question, if we don't make the tournament, maybe should we go a different direction? Because they're so blinded by making one Final Four and how bad we've been at basketball throughout our history. And we should just be, poor little South Carolina, we should just be grateful with going 500 because we've sucked before. My brain just doesn't operate that way. It just doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
It just doesn't. So, people expect us to win in football. They sure as hell expect us to win in baseball. Why not basketball too? Why not basketball too? And again, hey, if you look at the landscape and say that there isn't a better guy to lead South Carolina basketball, then I guess so be it. But, I don't know, man. It's a vicious cycle. Same thing over and over again. And I'd like to cover South Carolina in the NCAA tournament one day, selfishly. I really would. So I don't know. I'd love to see that be Frank Martin. I really would like to see that be Frank Martin.
Yeah, me too, Chris. I would love to cover the tournament too, my brother.
Yeah. I don't think anybody out there, man, like I said, has any vitriol or distaste for Frank in the sense of like, he's just got to go. He's no good for us. Like, I think we all want to see it work out. I want to see Frank go on a revenge tour the rest of the way out and make me look foolish. And, all those who've been calling for his head, make them look foolish too. Like, I think we all do want to see that. So what a great story it would be. And it starts, tomorrow night, really, man, going throughout the month of February, and that the tough schedule that will be for this team. But, we'll see. We'll see. It'll play itself out.
Oh, yeah, that's true, Chris. Hey, Chris, before I go, man, I would love to see soccer win the SEC Tournament basketball,
See, win the SEC tournament, you said, and women's?
Yeah, win the SEC Tournament basketball. Win that down that history,
Oh, yeah, yeah, win the SEC tournament, like the men's side. Oh, yeah. Dude, I'd love to see it too, man. Hey, winning is fun, confirmed. Winning is fun. So I'd love to see us win a lot.
Yeah, Chris, if you win the SEC Tournament, you can get in the NCAA tournament where a top tournament,
Yeah, it's automatic bid. So, yeah, I mean, I'd love to see it. I'd also love to see us get to the SEC tournament and not need to win a game, and we're already locked into the tournament. But I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, we got a long way to go. It'll play itself out. It'll shake itself out. Big week for Gamecocks basketball for sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, Chris, that's all I say, man.
Justin, I appreciate it as always, my friend. Take care. Have a great rest of your Monday.
You too.
Yeah, we'll talk soon. Good stuff. Again, guys, continue to take your questions, comments, calls. John Wilson says, Chris, have you purchased your 2022 football tickets yet? Great question. So, John, believe it or not, I don't actually purchase season tickets. I've been fortunate enough and blessed enough to where, I'll be honest, I run into a lot of tickets from game to game. And I'm also somebody, I like sitting in different places too. So, like I said, I've been fortunate enough to run into tickets. And, I actually do not purchase season tickets. Now, I do purchase season tickets for both baseball and basketball. Basketball through a friend of mine, and baseball, I just end up getting them through the school because there's so many games. I'm like, I need a ticket to every single game. Keith in the TDC Question Channel asks, do you think a true freshman will start at shortstop? Yes, I do. And we'll talk about that more in depth, Keith, on the podcast tomorrow because, of course, we are continuing along with the position unit preview series. We are continuing along with that, and tomorrow is shortstops. But, I think Michael Braswell has got that locked up. Yeah, I think Michael Braswell's got that locked up. So, anyways, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377, guys. Continue to take your questions, your comments, your calls, and more. Let's see. D1Baseball.com has dropped their All-American teams, and no Gamecocks on the first, second, or third. I think Will Sanders is an All-American personally, but that's just me. So, it is what it is. In case you missed this football news as well, Randricus Davis has announced he is retiring from football. So, you wish him well, man. He dealt with some injury stuff and all that. So, guys, we're going to jump into another break here real quick. I want to continue to hear from you, your questions, your comments. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. More from you guys on the other side of the break. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. Taking your questions, your comments, your calls, 843-790-3377. That is 843-790-3377. Jumping back into the questions. John Gibbs says, I'll be honest, I'm ready for a new blood on the hardwood. I think if Frank makes the tournament, it's still time to part. Wow. Love Frank as a person, but I want us to get a coach who players love and love to play for. Style and culture to change. If Frank makes the tournament, does he get an extension? An extension to fall right back to where we are, not hating, just opinion, and would wish him well. Well, I will say this. Again, is Frank Martin an easy coach to play for? No, I think that's pretty well understood. It takes a certain type of individual, certain type of player to play for Frank Martin. But when he finds those guys, I really do believe his guys will go to war for him. So I think the players like currently on this team, I don't think you're able to win the last 3 games the way you have if you don't have a group of players that believe in their coach and want to fight for their coach. I mean, they're not blind and deaf to everything that's being said, right, about what has to be done this season, the future of Gamecocks basketball. So I'd never expected this team to quit. I didn't. Frank Martin teams are, you know, the identity of those teams is they are resilient. They are, you know, hard-nosed. They are tough. They overcome adversity. So I expect this team to continue to fight. And that's what you've seen over the last week. Now, again, what does it mean for the rest of the year? Does that continue? More so, should I say, do the winning ways continue? The fight's going to continue to be there, I think. I think absolutely. This team will not quit on Frank Martin. At least I'd like to believe so. Darrell Wall Jr. says, Chris, do you think if we go 6-4 the next 10, do we make the tournament? Finish 10-8. We're sitting at 9th in the conference. You'll be right there. You probably have to win a game or 2 in the SEC tournament, honestly. John Kruger says, is Braswell a better hitter than George? John, you know, Braswell's a true freshman, and I liked George a lot. I really did. How could you be a worse hitter than George, though? I mean, George was pathetic at the plate, man. Just call it for what it is. So from what I've seen, I like his approach. I think it's a very veteran-looking approach. Again, you're not going to know until, you know, we get going in the season and, you know, the lights come on, man. I mean, that's when you really find out. It's different. You know, scrimmages and inter squads, they're not games, right? They're not. It's different. But I think certainly Braswell has far more potential and upside swinging the bat than George did. So Ben Smith says, would it have helped the South Carolina football program if Debo had won the Super Bowl? Would have only helped Debo individually? I mean, certainly would have helped South Carolina. That's something you can hang your hat on and say, look, we got a Super Bowl champion. But I mean, what we've got Ernest Jones, right, is in the Super Bowl for the Rams. Do we have one for the Bengals? I think Elliott Fry might be. I don't know. So good chance a Gamecock does win a Super Bowl. Christopher McCarthy need to beat Mississippi State, have a chance to make a huge run. It would be nice to see them win out until they play Auburn at the end of the season. Also, they need to make a run in the SEC tournaments. Yeah, I think so. Travis Ford. Coach Ford. Just trolling the top 25 basketball schools looking for a possible replacement for Frank. I don't see it happening without a shit ton of money. Yeah, probably going to – got to spend it. So, anyways, guys, packed Monday, by the way. Great podcast drop this morning as well, episode 588. 588. Breaking down everything from over the weekend, including the basketball game. We talked preferred walk-ons being added to Gamecocks football. Great conversation, former South Carolina fullback, tight end, if you will, Jacob August. And what else? Women's basketball. So we dove into a lot. Let's see. Yep, yours truly will be out at the scrimmage today at 3:30. If you're going to be out at Founders Park, yep, we'll be out there getting after it. So, and guys, in case you missed it, on the Big Cock Club, I'll be going to every single scrimmage and be releasing takeaways from these scrimmages. Those will be specifically for Big Cock Club members. So again, that's patreon.com/Big Cock Club. patreon.com/bigcockclub. Or you can click the link in bio in our social medias. You'll see the link there. Excuse me. John Kruger says, are you doing the shortstops tomorrow, third base Thursday? How are you going to preview the outfield, all the outfield on one day? Yes, I'm going to do the outfield all in one day, John. Left, center, and right. We'll do shortstops tomorrow, third base Thursday, outfield the next Tuesday, and then catcher that next Thursday. Because then the following week, that will be the week of opening day. And that Monday, I will drop my official prediction. And we'll be doing predictions, projected lineups, all that good stuff all week. And then Thursday, we'll do our series preview show. So we'll be diving into it. So really looking forward to it. Excited to get going, man. Just 18 days away from first pitch. 18 days away. Let's see. Dylan Proth and any football updates. Nothing that really stands out. I mean, Spencer Rattler is on campus. QB1 is home. Outside of that, nothing that really jumps off the page at you, Dylan. But at this time of the year, I mean, you do have signing day this Wednesday. So what are the guys who are going to sign their LOIs on Wednesday? We'll keep an eye on that. Unfortunately, the early signing period, though, has really just killed the momentum and the hype and the excitement around, this signing. Because all the guys are pretty much signed. I mean, it's not like you're adding a bunch of dudes. So, let's see. John Kruger says, so happy for Matthew Stafford. Yeah, it's crazy. You go from the Lions not winning a playoff game to now he's going to the Super Bowl. So, absolutely crazy. But, yeah, like I said, guys, Gamecocks baseball scrimmaging today and Thursday, probably some of the weekend as well. But today and Thursday for sure at 3:30. So yours truly will be out there. We're rocking and rolling, man. Got a lot going on. We're back at Tin Roof this Wednesday, of course, 5 to 7. We'll be at Pinch on Wednesday night in 5 Points, by the way. We will be at Pinch because yours truly has put together a TSUS swag package, if you will, for one of the winners of bingo. So if you want a chance to win TSUS merch, come out to Pinch on Wednesday night. Going to be a really, really good time. Appreciate those fine folks at Pinch for having us out there and, just allowing us to spread the good word of the merch and the, everything we're doing on that side of the business. So really, really good stuff. It's a garnet beamer ball hat, a white Shane Storm shirt, and then a black hoodie with the Spurs Up Show logo on it. So really, really good stuff, man. It's going to be a fun night. It's going to be a very fun night. So going to be a very fun night. Let's see. Tyler Gay asked this earlier, by the way. Does Frank stay getting to the NIT? I'll tell you this. Do I think that we retain him? I do. I actually do. Mm-hmm. Yep. I don't think the university wants to move on from Frank. Again, Frank is so well liked. He's been here so long. He knows everyone. I think the last thing that the University of South Carolina wants to do is move on from Frank Martin. So, if I had to guess, I think they'd probably bring him back. Again, that's just a guess, but who knows? John Kruger says, love the Clemsuck shirt, especially because you can use it for all sports against Clemson. Indeed, John, that's a great shirt. I appreciate you rocking it, my guy. It is a great shirt indeed. Stephanie Lee, great day to have a day. Indeed. Appreciate it. Yeah, Great day to have a day it is. Great day to have a day. Great day to go to the yard. We'll be out there in 2 hours or so. We'll be out there in 2 hours or so out at the yard. So going to be a good time. Going to be a very, very good time. Huge game tomorrow night, though, man. That game at Mississippi State, massive. Absolutely massive. So you can win that one 4 in a row. Just unreal. Defeating the odds. Back on the road, too. Let's see. We do have a text here on the text line. Let's see what we got. Drew from Spartanburg says, I saw you mention Mahoney as your guy to watch. Any other guys who may fall under the radar you could predict to have a big season? Well, you know, Mahoney, I talked about him on the show Friday because I do believe that he's going to get every chance to win that second base job. I really do. And he is going to swing it this year for us. Other guys to watch for. Thad Ector's a young guy in the outfield, certainly. Cole Messina, once he gets healthy. I'm going to butcher his name probably, but Vinicius, new dude from Illinois, young cat. Dude, he's a freshman. He's like 6'4", 230. Showed some real pop yesterday. So, and then a ton of new guys on the mound, obviously, man, from the JUCO ranks and transfers and all that good stuff. So, we got some new guys definitely to watch out for. And then, of course, the transfers I didn't even mention, Brant Belk and Kevin Madden. Those are names you're going to get very familiar with very quickly. So, yeah, John Kruger, the basketball team did indeed stay out in Texas. They did. It just made sense to stay out there. So, it did make sense to stay out there. That it did. Let's see. Again, guys, back in the studio, of course, the Content Creation Factory. Everything is rocking and rolling as normal this week with the podcast and the Daily Crow. So, let's see. Joe Anders, Frank's on the verge of finishing top half of the SEC 5 of the last 7 years. It would take years for a new coach to build a roster that would be completely decimated if he were fired. That could compete at that level. The SEC's unbelievable basketball right now. Best to win. I mean, Joe, they completely flipped the roster from last year to this year. So a roster can be rebuilt. And I mean, again, Joe, I hear you. And I said it before, and I'll say it again, Joe, to your point, exactly what you just said, to your point, that's what Frank will hang his hat on, okay? That's what Frank will hang his hat on. 10-year record, SEC finishes, SEC record, all that good stuff. All college basketball fans care about, Joe, is making the tournament. So let me ask you this, Joe. Let me ask you this. Should I be shifting my expectations of the goal for South Carolina basketball on a year-in, year-out basis? Just finish top half of the league. If we finish top half of the league, no matter what else, the season was a success. Again, just asking a question. I'm just asking a question. And Joe says, we're a good SEC team. We're not a blue blood. Is Alabama a blue blood at basketball? Is Auburn a blue blood at basketball? Is every team that's good in the SEC right now a blue blood? I mean, really? But I'm serious. I'm asking. Should the expectations for Gamecocks basketball just be, hey, just finish top half of the league, you do that, you had a successful year? It's just a question. I would love to get an answer. It's just a question. Maybe it's me. Maybe my expectations are too high. I know Phil, for example, hates these people, the people that are Gamecock fans, but, pull for Duke in basketball or North Carolina or what. And I don't like them either, but maybe it's because they want to see a team that goes to the tournament every single year because it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch. We got a text here. What do you think would happen if Martin pulled a Dave Odom, didn't make the NCAA tournament, but go deep or even win the NIT? Dude, I'd take winning an NIT at this point. That'd be fun. I think winning the NIT would be awesome, honestly. Yeah, dude, those were like my first Gamecocks basketball teams I really remember watching. Carlos Powell and Ronaldo Balkman and Zam Frederick and Trey Kinsey and all those guys. So hey, let's go win an NIT. Why not? Why not? Greg Bedger says top half will not always get you in the NCAA. No kidding. We haven't gone. No kidding, Greg. No kidding. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe my expectations of South Carolina basketball, maybe they're just too high. It might be me. It might be me. I just, I understand our history. Our basketball program's never been worth a damn, really. Never been worth a damn. But what does that mean? Just forever? We're just supposed to, as long as we can go 500 and just not be completely terrible, then we should be happy. Well, that's why nobody shows up. That's why nobody shows up. So, again, I want Frank to be the guy. I want Frank to be the guy. So, Brian Lattimore says in the Big Cock Club Discord, the Frank Martin story is turning into a similar storyline like Marcus Satterfield. You don't fire him unless you have a home run hire in the works, whether that be a young guy like Shane Beamer who can bring out the best, or you go for someone known. You can't make a middle-of-the-pack hire. That's fair, Brian. That's fair. Hey, that's fair. That is fair. I'm not saying make a change for the sake of it and just hire some who knows. You know what I mean? You need to hire. You need to make a good hire. But let's see. John Gibbs, anything less than making the NCAA tournament besides winning the SEC tournament is a participation trophy. It's cool. It's cool if your team continues to get better, but we have literally stayed the same. Anyways, I don't know. Like I said, maybe I'm too harsh. I mean, I don't think I am. I haven't mentioned anything about Frank Martin's job status until year 10. So I don't think you're a bad fan or you're crazy for raising an eyebrow and saying, you know what, maybe if we don't go to the tournament this year, maybe we should just reevaluate. That's it. Just reevaluate. My guy, Brendan M., what's up, man? How you doing? What's going on, Brendan? Appreciate you tuning in. Again, we all want it to be Frank Martin, but hey, and being in the present moment, a lot of opportunity upcoming, man. That game tomorrow night at Mississippi State's huge. Tennessee at home on Saturday speaks for itself. You're at 500 in SEC play. Let's go on a run. Why not? We got positive momentum. Let's go on a run. Why not? So, again, guys, 843-790-3377. That is 843-790-3377. The other big news of the day, and I tell you what, you love to see karma work. The Auburn staff being decimated as their offensive coordinator, Austin Davis, has resigned after 44 whole days on the job. Things you love to see, because Brian Harsin thought he was slick coming to Columbia and stealing Mike Bobo, stealing a coach from a 2-8 football staff, granted, but stealing Mike Bobo, the Tracy Rocker thing. And, fast forward a year later, Mike Bobo's been fired. And the guy that you got at OC, Austin Davis, has walked after 44 days. Karma works, folks. Karma always works. It always works. Let's see. Travis Lee, these people riding Frank Martin's one tournament in 10 years, got to get off it. Let Kingston go 3 straight years without tournament appearance. Bro, he wouldn't make it. No, he wouldn't make it. Yeah, he says 5 points a burn, but he wouldn't make it. Yeah, no doubt. Nope, no doubt. He wouldn't make it. He would not make it. Going to take one final break, guys, here on this Monday, January the 31st, 2022. I do want to continue to hear from you guys. Quick reminder, podcast dropped this morning, episode 588. Great show. Also, of course, as you can tell, we are back in the studio, back at the Content Creation Factory, rocking and rolling with the podcast, the Daily Crow, all week long. Also, we're back at Tin Roof on Wednesday. Got a lot going on this week. And we'll be out at Founders Park, catching those scrimmages as we sit just 18 days away from opening day. But again, guys, I want to continue to hear from you more, your questions, your comments, your calls, and more on the other side of the break. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. Final 15 minutes or so here in the Daily Crow on this Monday, January the 31st, 2022. Taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. Justin, feel for you and your Niners, man. Feel for Debo as well. Hey, guys, I know we've been talking Frank Martin. Let's switch things up a little bit here in the final 15 minutes. We're going to be doing something we have never done before here on the airwaves. Never done. This is a first time for the Daily Crow, believe it or not. You think of how many Daily Crows we've done, we're still accomplishing first here. But first time I've ever done anything like this. I went and checked my mail today, okay? Went and checked my mail just now. My guy over at Pick Six Previews, the helmets, the mini helmets are in. So we're going to do a live unboxing here of the package because I'm so excited. I wanted to go ahead and open this. So probably going to be adding these to the background in some way in the stew. Very, very excited. Here we go. Unboxing now. Let's go. Let's go. Forgive me if I don't know exactly which helmet each of these are in regards to like what dates we wore them and all that. And these are available on tsus.store, by the way. Let's go. Little helmet there, this guy. We got this guy, that guy. Ooh, the white, the crispy white SC. Ooh, fire. How about check out this guy? You guys know this guy. You know this guy. Oh, the script. Not my favorite, but still looks awesome. Looks awesome. Oh, now here's a classic. Now, we know which one this one is, right? How about the George Rogers throwback with the stars? How about that? That is fire. That is absolutely fire, dude. That is absolutely fire. Oh, here we go. We're getting to some fun ones now. We got your classic garnet helmet with no white circle. We've worn this one before. No white circle. Okay. That was a Muschamp era helmet, I believe. Ooh, look at this. The matte black. The matte black. Love to see that. Okay. Not done yet. Still got 4 helmets to go. Still got 4 helmets to go. How about this? Again, guys, it's available on tsus.store. My guys still got inventory. Oh, the scholarship helmet. Sick. Absolutely sick. I don't know exactly when we wore this one, but another SC. We've got all the dates listed like on the website and all that. So I could get, if you're curious about these, I can without a doubt get that information to you. We've got 2 left. We got 2 left. Are we saving the best for last? I guess that depends on what your favorite helmet is because boom, an all-time classic at South Carolina, the garnet with the circle. Absolute fire. And of course, last but certainly not least, yours truly's favorite, good old white. The good old white helmet with the black face mask. Incredible. That's awesome, man. I truly appreciate my guy Pick Six Previews. My guy Brett Ciancia does an incredible job. He did an incredible job with those helmets. Again, those are available, guys. tsus.store. tsus.store. Those are available now. Again, really, really cool stuff, man. These are going to look incredible in the studio. I got to figure out where exactly I'm going to put them. But no, those look awesome, man. Truly, those look awesome. And again, they're available. Either way, that was fun. We should do more stuff like that. Some like unboxing stuff. I don't know. It's just cool. Something different. Whatever. Something different. But yeah, those are available now, guys. Like I said, you can either get the 10 helmet set or you can do a pick 7 where you pick your 7 favorite. Yeah, little. Yeah, Brian. Little mini me. Little bit smaller, right? A little bit smaller. Just a little bit smaller. But no, really cool stuff, man. Those are awesome. Those are freaking awesome. So And my guy like hand makes them. Like that's incredible. Because again, obviously you don't buy these, right? These are custom made. So those are really cool. Anyways, that was fun. Taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Less than 10 minutes to go. Like I said, guys, quick reminder, podcast did drop this morning. Podcast did drop this morning. Let's see. Somebody just dropped a March Madness. Tim Kruger with Stadium just dropped a projected bracket. And of course, we're not in it, but did drop a bracket. Tennessee listed as a 7 seed. That's how you play this week, by the way. That's how you play this Saturday. So, anyways. I would just love to see us on a projected bracket. Wouldn't that be so cool? I'd love to see us on a projected bracket. I really would. I really, really would. Anyways, guys, we will be out at Founders Park today and Thursday. Of course, I'm assuming there will be more scrimmages as well. So we'll be out there for all those full recaps, breakdowns, all that good stuff, takeaways on the Big Cock Club, patreon.com/Big Cock Club. You can go there or just go to our social media, click the link in bio. You will see the link to the Big Cock Club there as well. Also, of course, basketball game tomorrow night. We'll be at the CLA on Saturday. Tin Roof Wednesday. We got a packed week. Guys. These helmets are awesome. Look at this guy. Look at that. The script. Wild. Absolutely wild. Like I said, I got to figure out where I'm going to put them. But let's see. Kind of disappointed we never got a weather report from Phil today. We never got a weather report. I don't know what in the world that's about. High of 61 in Cola today. So at least it's not too bad. I mean, shoot, yesterday was freezing. I don't know what was going on. But I know one thing. I'm over the cold. I'm over it. Looks like it's going to heat up, though. High of 75 on Thursday. Wow, no wonder they're scrimmaging on Thursday. So hopefully it'll warm up as we get closer to opening day. Let's see. Yeah, the big takeaway, women's basketball, still ranked number 1, by the way, in the country. The big takeaway is this. We're better than everybody. Bottom line, we're just better than everyone. So, things you love to see. Oh, by the way, in case you missed this, teased this on social media yesterday. Our good friends at Home Field Apparel officially dropping their Gamecocks collection this Saturday at noon Eastern. Noon Eastern. We're actually partnered up with Home Field. You're going to hear that ad. On the podcast throughout the rest of the week. And you guys will also get 15% off your first purchase from Home Field using the promo code SPURSUP. And again, that's our promo code. Promo code SPURSUP. You'll get 15% off. Again, really, really good stuff, guys. I've already seen the entire collection. If you're in the Big Cock Club, you've also seen the entire collection already as well. It is fire. And they're going to be sending yours truly some merch as well to rock. Really, really cool stuff, man. Brendan M says, how is there an AP voter who keeps putting NC State number 1? Somebody's just a hater, Brendan. That's the only way to phrase it. I mean, somebody's just a hater. I guess that's it. Somebody's just a hater. I don't know. Somebody's a hater, Brendan. It is what it is. Let haters be haters, my guy. Let haters be haters. So, I mean, I truly don't know. So, Brian, it snowed in Myrtle Saturday. That's, yeah, Bump that, bro. I'm done with that. I'm done with that type of weather. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, if you have not gotten them, I tell you, you talk about a great gift for someone. This would be an incredible gift as well. Yeah, these helmets are sick. These helmets are super, super dope. So. Yeah, it was great being out in Florida with that warm weather, Brian. I'm sure you saw it. Jersey unbuttoned on Friday. Beautiful. It was a bad day to be a button. Darrell Wall Jr., Chris, what do you think the attendance will be at CLA Saturday, especially if we can somehow beat State tomorrow? I would think it's a good crowd. I really would, Darrell. Listen, our fans have shown, like, I don't buy the narrative that we don't like basketball. I think we do. So I think our fan base will I think they'll get behind this team. No doubt. I think they will get behind this team. So I would expect it to be a really good crowd. I really would, man. I would expect it to be a really, really good crowd. So as good as we've seen all season, I would say. As good as we've seen all season. So, I mean, dude, I'd love that, man. 4-game winning streak. If you can somehow, you got to beat State first. You'll probably be a road underdog, which, what does it really matter? I guess it doesn't. But, you know. Yeah, Joanna says Mississippi State is good. Like our chances of beating UT at home more than winning there. Yeah, we'll have a full breakdown of that game tomorrow, and Mississippi State as a whole, and all that good stuff. But yeah, they're a solid team. They're a solid team, no doubt. They are a solid team, no doubt. So. Let's see. Guys, just a couple of minutes to go. Quick reminder, check out the podcast that dropped this morning, episode 588. Again, of course, merch is still rocking, tsus.store. Probably going to be running a sale tomorrow as we hit February the 1st with Gamecocks baseball being in the month of February. So a lot of baseball merch, all our Yardcocks baseball stuff, the Heckle Juice merch, Rowdy Roosters merch, everything that you need, the Kiss the Rings, Hail to the King, so much, the Road to Omaha merch. Everything that you need for opening day is on there. Again, that's tsus.store for all of that merchandise. But again, guys, it feels good to be good, and it feels good to be back in studio, man. We're rocking and rolling as normal. Podcast, Daily Crow. Everything is back on schedule this week. We'll talk shortstops on tomorrow's show. We'll talk third baseman on Thursdays. Of course, tomorrow we'll break down the game against Mississippi State as well. Tons of stuff going on against one of the best times of the year, guys, arguably the best time when you got baseball and basketball overlapping. And it's truly content bleeding out the eyeballs. So check out the pod. Stay tuned to everything. Might be some surprise announcements. You just never know, man. We're continuously just making moves. So be sure you stay locked in, stay tuned, all that good stuff. Feels good to be back in the studio. I got to say, though, man, it was a really cool vibe to be doing what we do on the road. And I got to admit, I'm kind of ready to already book my next trip, especially being from the beach. That was that bungalow setup. I got to somehow make that at the stew, man. I don't know. Either way, hey, guys, we've hit 2 o'clock. Appreciate you all tuning in. Again, check out the podcast. Stay tuned to all the content, all that good stuff. Guys, appreciate you all tuning in. Thank you so much for the questions, the comments, the banter. Always love it. The beauty is in the banter, guys. You have a great rest of your Monday. We'll talk to you